the fact is the Congress says we had intent, but we didn't have the numbers because our allies didn't come and support us. You had a brute majority. What made you not bring it up in the years earlier, which you could have, ma'am? Number one. Number two, there is so much talk of census. COVID is long and gone. Why are we still not holding the census? It's been 2 years the census is due, but I'm going to come back to it. I want to cut across to Ms. Dastidar. Ms. Dastidar, the fact is, whether we like it or not, it's been hanging fire for years. I understand many from your own party, and if you can go back to even the likes of Krishna Bose, have fought vociferously for it. But the fact is that it's happened under this government. He's got the timing right, whether one likes it or not, the Prime Minister.
You see, I'm afraid in a day or two, down the line, we might hear that the sun shines because of the Bharatiya Janata Party government, or the moon where we landed through the Chandrayaan 3 amidst back-breaking, path-breaking work of the scientists have been possible because of them. That's not true, because the work started much, much earlier. I mean the Pokhran. That was much, much earlier. So if they start taking credit for everything under the sun, it is not true. Every member of the parliament, of both the houses, every citizen of this country, particularly ladies, they have been waiting for the reservation for women. But no political party in the country had the gall to come up and field, nominate women for either Vidhan Sabha or Lok Sabha on their own, without being forced by a bill becoming an act or through the Election Commission's notification, except All India Trinamool Congress. 1996, Mamata Banerjee really fought on the floor of the House to make this happen. It didn't because of certain patriarchs. I don't want to name them.
Socialist parties, ma'am, why not name them? Name and shame sometimes.
It's okay. And then when she saw that the bill could not be passed, and when the Election Commission also didn't give out any notification, she sent nearly 40% women. She nominated 40% women for consecutive 2 terms to the Lok Sabha. And after being elected, we are more than 36% here today. So why the Bharatiya Janata Party didn't nominate so many women? Why the Bharatiya Janata Party doesn't have a single woman chief minister in the country? So this just goes to prove their intent, which is just, trying to, it's like buying extra claps from the common people that we passed the bill, but when their intent is not true.
And I'm going to take this question to Ms. Sarangi. Ms. Sarangi, Ms. Dastidar has a clear point. The question of you had brute majority, why now? That question will remain. But the second question which she's posed, you have 5 elections coming in, Ms. Sarangi. Put your money where your mouth is. Give 33 representation in tickets that you give to women in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, in Rajasthan, in Telangana, in Mizoram. Why not?
See, here we are talking about the implementation of the bill that would become an act very shortly. Now, we will not be digressing from this concern, my request. And number 2, of course, I would like to say that this government, our government, has both the number and the intent. Had one not been there, we would not have been standing here with so much of confidence and hope and optimism. Now, as far as they are concerned, all these people are concerned, the opposition parties are concerned, they may be having the intent, but they didn't have the numbers. So I think once they did not have the numbers, why did they actually go for it? They knew they would not be able to build the consensus. So it was their failure to build the consensus. And I said, I do not take 100% of the credit. I am saying lion's share of the credit, because ultimately Prime Minister Modi's government is actually translating that into action. Now, as you said, as far as the delimitation exercise is concerned, I would reiterate, I would say again, that the government represented by Honorable Home Minister yesterday was very candid when it said that while actually implementing the recommendations of the Delimitation Commission, it would be taken into account the fact that, the southern states should not be punished for good work that they have done in terms of
Okay.
population control. So we would be taking into account, and at the same time I would say, let it come, let it be implemented. There would be shortcomings.
And
when
वही
we-
तो
when we
दिक्कत
see
है,
the
when will it be
shortcomings, we would
implemented is the
definitely
problem, because we are waiting for it to be implemented.
By
And one thing Harsimrat
2029 it seems as though
Kaur
we will
Badal said it
definitely
right. आपने लड्डू रख दिया है, अब आप खाने नहीं दे रहे हैं. दिखा दिया है.
Definitely by 2029, see, census could not take place
Okay.
because of diverse reasons. Corona was there. We couldn't have done
Okay.
it. This is one. And number two, delimitation cannot be
Okay.
done before 2026.